What's going on, guys? Good morning, man. Just coming at you live today. I'm supposed to have an owner operator calling me up. We're trying to give you steps on becoming a owner operator today. The proper steps that you should take. So I'm trying to see. Let me test out my sound real quick. Make sure that you guys can hear me. Hold on. Let me go in this control room real quick. But today I'm gonna be having an owner operator, man, joining me, and I'm gonna we're basically breaking down the steps that you need to take to become a successful owner operator. So yeah, my sound is good. So, but anyways, what's going on, Leroy? But anyways, the thing is, before you even call me up, I can tell you that before you even think about being an owner operator, the first thing I always tell people is to be patient. You know what I mean? Like, don't rush nothing, and set yourself out a plan, man. Do you want to? How you doing, Leslie? Um, oh, the sound is good. Thank you, Leroy. Yeah, just set yourself out a plan. You know what I mean? The plan first. Do you want to be an owner operator with one truck? Or do you want multiple units? You know what I mean? The thing I always tell people when they come into this game, right? Don't rush. Enjoy the moment. Enjoy every single moment. You know what I mean? Like just don't rush. Because most of the times when you rush and you take shortcuts in this game, you tend to shortcuts tend to mess everything up. You know what I mean? Like when I was on operator, I took my time and I saved my money and I was able to go and buy me a truck. And believe it or not, my truck payment was only $945 a month. You know what I mean? My truck payment. What's going on, M Town? My truck payment was very cheap to me. I know $945 sound a lot, but you got to understand when you become an owner operator, like the money that you make is gonna start doubling, tripling of what you do like when you work for a company or what you do working local. And when you decide to become an owner operator, there's other things that you gotta plan out. Like you gotta get you gotta get a good accountant. You know what I mean? You gotta come up with a game plan of how you're gonna put away money for maintenance. You know what I mean? Then you gotta come up with a game plan of thinking about what equipment are you gonna drive. Are you going with equipment just because you like the way it looks? Do you understand your equipment? Do you do you understand how your equipment performs? Like, do you just want to get that a particular truck that just look good, but you don't understand that truck don't give you goods miles per gallon when it comes to running your business. So it's a lot of things that you gotta think about before you become an owner operator. One of the mistakes I made when I was an owner operator, the first mistake I made was I thought that like I was getting paid so much, so I thought that all that money was mine. So I just I find myself just blowing money. You know what I mean? I didn't realize until the end of the year when I had to pay my taxes, like how much how I blew the money. So I know you guys can pay taxes quarterly, stuff like that. You know, I waited till the end of the year. You know what I mean? And another thing, like when you decide to become a owner operator, you guys gotta really think about like who do you wanna what are you gonna do? You wanna get your own authority or do you want to lease on? You know what I mean? And if you're running a single truck, sometimes it's better to lease on because you get that insurance break. Or if you're gonna get your own customers, it's better to get your own authority because you're not out there just on the load board looking for loads. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of things that you guys gotta think about before becoming an owner operator. I know a lot of people they just come in this game and they said they want to be an owner operator because like Lance Starr said, they want to run when they want to run and go home when they want to go home. But you got to understand that you got high truck payments. You can't do that. So it's a lot of things you got to think about before you um, try to become an owner operator. Do you want to take time? Do you want to save for 2 3 years to buy a truck, or do you want to go ahead and get a lease purchase? You know what I mean? Go to lease purchase route. Okay, I'm going to talk about why I don't like lease purchase. Right? I'm going to talk about that real quick. All right. The reason I don't like, or I would never recommend lease purchase. If anybody on here knows somebody with a successful lease purchase, you go ahead and just type in the company or type in wherever. And the reason I don't recommend lease purchase or I don't like it because it's not a right way to do it, and it's not a wrong way. It's just do what makes it work for you. You know what I mean? Um, oh yeah, I mean I'm still at Gordon Food. I'm still at GFS. I ain't going nowhere. Um, yeah, I ain't going nowhere. So I just got there, man. I just been there a month. You know what I mean? I ain't going nowhere. But the thing is, the thing I always tell people, like, just think about it, right? You got some companies that you gotta pay $600 to $700 a week just to just on lease purchase. To me, that's a lot of money. When you have these trucks, they still break down just like a used truck, and you still gotta spend money on it, just like a used truck. You still gotta maintain the tires and stuff like that, just like a just like a used truck. So I just don't recommend doing the lease purchase. To me, that's a shortcut, and that's just my opinion. And anybody want to go that route? I mean, it's up to you. It's not a wrong way to do it as long as you do it. You know what I mean? As long as you make up your mind that's something you want to do, then it's not a wrong way. See, the thing about it is that whether you decide to become an owner operator or not, as long as you do things the way you want to do it and control your own destiny, then you're gonna be all right. You know what I mean? So I was supposed to have a owner operator join me today, but I can just go ahead and break down things on my perspective and my experiences out there on the road. You know what I mean? So first thing first, when you lease onto a company, you guys got to find these companies with low deduction. You know what I mean? And that going to offer you insurance breaks. I know it's a lot of companies out there that like your Landstar. You know what I mean? They take 20. They take. I think they take 35% from the drivers, and then you got companies like Schneider. I think Schneider pays. I'm not sure on this one. They pay 67%. Then you got you can lease on to JB Hunt. All these mega carriers. You can lease on to Stevens, um, or lease purchase with Stevens Prime. Swift, just about all these mega carriers. You know what I mean? The key thing I always tell people is just think about all the deductions, right? And you got to come up with a game plan because, say for instance, you go with one particular company, they charge you 20%, but the insurance you got to pay is high. The liability that you got to pay is everything, all the deductions is high. As far as going with a company like Landstar, where they're taking 35%, but they give you better insurance breaks and stuff like that. They got discount on tires and stuff like that. You know what I mean? So you guys gotta write down all the numbers and come up with the company that you think is gonna work best for you. Like I always, like when I was leased on to Mag Carriers out of there in Georgia, like they only charge us 10%, and I didn't have a trailer, so I was renting their trailer. Their trailer only cost, I think it was like 7%, and after a while, you can buy their trailer. So I was able to make a lot more money working with Mag or leased onto Mag than if I was leased onto a mega carrier. So it's all up to you, man. The thing that a lot of drivers that's buying a truck don't like about leasing onto a company like Mag is because you actually got to go out there and book your own loads and stuff. A lot of people don't like doing that, but you just got to understand that if one day you decide to get your own authority, you got to start learning how to book your own loads and stuff and learning how to negotiate. You know what I mean? So I think a company like Mag Carriers would only make you a better business person when it comes to running your own business. You know what I mean? So that's my opinion on that particular company. So I'm trying to get on. I was trying to get on this owner operator on the line, but he seemed to be busy. So I'm pretty sure if you guys got any questions, man, I've been there as an owner operator, so I can answer any questions you guys have about becoming an owner operator. A lot of people think that once you become an owner operator with a one truck, you're automatically going to be rich. That's not the case. It's very tough for an owner operator out there. It's not that easy as people think. You know what I mean? With especially when you run spot market freight. The thing about working off the load board, you never know if you're gonna get like a good load, or you never know. You never know like when to sit or when to take a bad load. Sometimes you do gotta take a bad load to get yourself into a better situation. You know what I mean? You gotta realize where you live. You know what I mean? Oh, you said, hold up, hold up. I got this dude. Bill crazy man. Bill said he couldn't Bill say basically, Bill said he was tired of being over the road because he got tired of sitting on his ass all day. He got, I can't even read the rest of that, man. Y'all just read the comment section. He crazy. Basically, he just got tired of sitting, on the operator. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Like being an owner operator is kind of tricky, man, because you got to understand, like sometimes you got to take a bad load to get you in the right situation. You know what I mean? And when I say a right situation, I mean like like say you're in Atlanta and you take a load to go to like Texas or something, but the load in Atlanta is only paying like $1.50 a mile. But when you get to that load in Texas, it's gonna pay you $2.50 to $3 a mile to go out west. You know what I mean? Sometimes you gotta do something like that. And sometimes you gotta know when to fold. Meaning like I live in Florida, so when I was on operator and when it wasn't Florida season, like sometimes I used to try to run up to Atlanta And I used to always keep my eyes on the load board to see if there's anything I can bring from Miami to Georgia where I can make some money to get started. And some of the loads used to be like 550, 600, $600. And when you do the math, that's like from Miami to Atlanta, Georgia, that's 644 miles, right? About 640 miles. So when you do the math, that's you're running for under $1 a mile. So on cases like that, I used to fold. I used to just deadhead all the way up to Atlanta, or I used to deadhead all the way up to South Carolina to get my week started. And that's another thing. When you decide to become an owner operator, don't look at things as don't look at things like don't look at things in a weekly basis. You know what I mean? You gotta start looking at your the way you do business as a monthly basis. Because you might go out there and you might run from Monday to Friday or Monday to Sunday, and you might only gross $4,000 for the week. But yet still, if you continue to run over the weekend, you're gonna gross more. So you gotta start looking at things like a monthly, at a monthly point of view. You understand what I'm saying? And another thing, like when you become an owner operator, if you decide to go to the route where you want to add more trucks and start a fleet, like trust me, when you decide to hire drivers, it's not easy. It's very hard to find a good driver because, like, first of all, you had the disadvantage of a mega carrier because you don't have nothing to offer as far as insurance or benefits like that. So you got to pay your driver that much more than what a mega carrier is paying. And believe it or not, like drivers aren't sticking with one company no more. So you got to decide to yourself: do you want to put up with that headache of trying to hire drivers? I mean, and is it rewarding? Yeah, it's rewarding if you're running your business the right way. You know what I mean? If you're putting money back into your business. You know what I mean? So new trucks, new and used trucks. Okay, being an owner operator, you guys gotta decide where you want to go. What route do you want to go? Do you want to get a brand new truck or do you want to get a used truck? There's problems with both of them. You know what I mean? It's up to you guys which direction you want to go into. See, the thing with new trucks, the payments. If you get a new truck, the payment's gonna be like really high. You're gonna have payments depending on what kind of truck you get. You're gonna have payments with over $2,000 a month, and you have payments of close to $3,000 a month, depending on what kind of truck you get. But if you decide to get a used truck, you, your payment's gonna be like $1,000 or cheaper, up to 1,500. You know what I mean? So it all depends what route you want to take. You know what I mean? The thing I can say about new trucks, man, is they give problems just as an old truck give problems. You know what I mean? Especially with the DEF system and stuff like that. And old trucks is just, you just got to put a lot of money in maintenance and stuff like that. So coming to own operator is not easy, man. You guys just got to do your homework and make sure it's something that you want to do. You know what I mean? Do I recommend being an owner operator to anybody out there? Yeah, because if you just do it the right way, you'll be successful. I mean, so I'm if you guys got any more questions, while I would wait for my while I wait for my caller to call in today. You know what I mean, I got um I got one owner operator listening to me right now. Leslie, she an owner operator. She do it. You say you do moving, right? I knew a couple owner operators that did that. You know what I mean? And they seem to make pretty good money. Another thing about being an owner operator, you got to decide what route do you want to take. Do you want to pull a dry van? Do you want to pull a reefer? You know what I mean? Do you want to do step deck? Or what do you want to do? Do you want to do flatbed? You know what I mean? Do you want to do car hauling? Or do you want to do moving? You know what I mean? You got to decide what you want to do. You know what I mean? And you got to It all depends what state you live in also, because why have a flatbed in a state where it's nothing but dry freight? That just doesn't make no sense. You know what I mean? So you guys really gotta do your homework when trying to become an owner operator. You know what I mean? But that's all I got. Um, we probably gonna go back on live later on and schedule this. Sorry that I didn't get my caller to call in that I was supposed to have. We're gonna do this again later on, and we're gonna break down all the steps into becoming a successful owner operator. But I'm pretty sure that I dropped like enough information. If you guys need any further information, just drop me an email. I mean, and just ask me anything. I've been there. I've done that. Being an owner operator ain't easy. Will I be an owner operator again? I don't think so. I run a fleet, but I wouldn't be like an owner operator no more. I'd probably buy a truck or a couple trucks, and I have like a drivers that drive for me. But as far as me going out there again and becoming an owner operator, I don't think so, because like locally I can make decent money, and there's other things that I want to do, especially when it gets in, especially when it get into like real estate and stuff like that. I'm gonna get into that. You gotta understand that having a truck is a liability. You know what I mean? And it's not something I really want to get into no more. But like when you have like property, it's something that can give you like generational wealth, especially for your kids and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Especially like say for instance you buy a townhouse, and whether it's for foreclosed or whatever, you fix it up, and you can either flip it or you can rent it out. It all depends on what you want to do, what route you want to go. But as far as me, like trying to own like a fleet or something like that, I don't think that's in my best interest right now. And as far as being an owner operator, again, I don't think that's a road I want to really go down to. You never know what will happen or what can happen out there. So, oh you don't drive. My bad. I thought you drive. How many how many trucks do you own? Um, how many trucks do you own? If you my bad. How many trucks do you own though? Oh, okay. And with the moving, you the moving is a good field to get into, right? We got one owner operator on the line, so we just trying to chop it up with her real quick. I mean, she currently she owns one truck, so she's a fleet owner. She's gonna be getting another truck in February, so she's considered a fleet owner. I mean, anybody that owns one truck and trying to get another truck, that's a good move. So good luck to you, man, with your journey. You know what I mean? Let me try to own operator one more time before I get off this live. You know what I mean? Yep, can't seem to get them, man. You know what? That's what I'm gonna do. Anybody with any questions, I'm gonna put my email in my description. So just hit me up, Leslie. I'm gonna drop my email. Email me info. We can chop it up. I mean, so I'll talk to you guys next time.